Hey everybody, welcome to the very first episode on the channel. Name of my channel is If This Guy Can Do It, and the reasoning for that name is because I am just a regular person. I really don't have much experience at all when it comes to carpentry, plumbing, electrical, outdoor projects, small engine repair, anything like that. So we are going to go ahead and test the waters in all those areas and more. And the first episode here, it's going to be about our attic renovation. So just a quick background on our house and kind of the story and where we're at. We bought this house about 3 years ago from a flipper. Someone bought it and flipped it. And then unfortunately, a lot of the projects are either incomplete or noticing items that maybe weren't done correctly. So I am basically going to start from top to bottom and just basically make a video log of all of our renovation projects, and hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to do my best to make this an episodic channel, and you can feel free to use me either as a reference of what to do, what not to do, because like I said, I am not an expert by any means in any of these fields that we're going to be talking about. So I do reference YouTube a lot myself to kind of figure out what to do and where to go. So yes, my first project, it's going to be a several part series on renovating the attic. The reason why I am renovating the attic is because when we first moved in, actually one of the very first problems of the house we noticed is that we were hearing noises, and those noises turned out to be squirrels. So we had over a dozen squirrels living up in our attic, and I had to tear down part of the ceiling to get that fixed. So yeah, that project starts now. And just kind of a quick process. I've already kind of started it, so some of it is partially finished, but what I'm doing is basically tearing everything down to the roof rafters. We're putting in the styrofoam door vent insulation and then batted insulation, and then we're going to go ahead and put up a vapor barrier and then sheetrock. Then we're going to finish it with some tongue and groove pine paneling. Then we'll have that painted white. Projects for the attic include putting in new floors, basically tearing down all the ceilings in the attic, getting it fully vented, re-insulated, vapor barriers, sheetrock, and the paneling back up. So we're going to basically whitewash our paneling, have some dark flooring, and then we're going to add some electrical as well, put in a ceiling fan, and I mentioned the ductless AC. So that will be basically a fully capable bedroom. I think they listed it as a bedroom in the listing, but yes, so it will be a fully separate and livable space. From there, basically our plan is just to kind of work our way down from basically the attic down to our bedrooms, second floor bathroom, and then finally down into the kitchen, where basically that is going to be a huge renovation. We plan on doing a full gut job there. So yeah, looking forward to it. I will do my best to get out videos on a timely basis. I'm brand new to the whole YouTube thing is brand new to me. So when it comes to filming, editing, getting it all together, getting good action shots, making quality videos, it's going to take some time. So I apologize if things aren't great at first, but I will be making hopefully major strides and getting better. So other than that, enjoy the video, and remember that if this guy can do it, so can you. Okay, so here we are again in the attic. Let me give you just kind of a quick a panoramic shot of what we have done so far and what we still have left to do. So you will see right now, this is basically something I haven't touched yet. The attic itself is completely uninsulated. So that is basically the primary purpose of what we are doing today. And the reason why for the project, we're tearing it all down to the studs, to the roof rafters. We are trying to do the best we can to get it insulated, save a few bucks that way. And then we are going to be putting up kind of that nice paneling there. It is actually just like a tongue and groove pine, but we are going to paint it white when we are done. And boy, what a mess this is. So my progress, we've got one long gable wall done, as well as kind of the knee walls. We're adding in some electrical outlets as well as we go. That has been finished. And then this part also here is finished. And we got, obviously, we're going to be hanging some new lighting up in the gable here, the top of the gable. So yeah, so our next project, where we're going to move next, is actually going to be this wall. And then here, actually, when we first bought the house, when we moved in, we had a squirrel hotel living up here. So we had about a dozen squirrels, and yeah, it was just awful. The entire cavities were just filled with all sorts of stuff, and they were just, yeah, having a heyday. So I had to actually tear this down the first week we were here. I had to tear this down and, yes, eradicate the squirrels. So yeah, this has already kind of been worked on a little bit. This was just purely a patch job just to get the squirrels out. So this will get fixed here as well. These walls right here also have to come down. Same thing down to the rafters. We will vent and insulate, then put a vapor barrier up and get the drywall back up over here as well. This is going to have to get done right in here where you see the playhouse. What we're going to do, basically, because we have no HVAC up here yet, no, well, not yet. There won't be any HVAC. I'm going to go ahead and put in one of the ductless heating and air conditioning units, then with basically a condenser outside. So right now we're on the 3rd story of the house. So I believe those condensers come with about 25 feet of hose. So then we'll, yeah, basically drop it straight down, and then get a condenser down somewhere close to the ground. But that is actually going to be one of the very last walls I do of the house, just simply for that reason. That's going to be a time-consuming install. I, by no means, am a professional. So yeah, this is going to come down. These 2 walls, all this has to come down. And so these roof rafters are actually only 2 by 4. Unfortunately, I did not know that until all this came down. So the best I could do was an R13 batted insulation in between the rafters after I got the Duravent venting in. It was a 2 by 2 by 4 R13 insulation, and then the Duravents, and then I put a vapor barrier up, and then the drywall. So unfortunately, I didn't want to fur it out, the rafters any further down, just because of the headspace issue. It is a tight fit in here already, and if one day we want to turn this into a bedroom for one of our children, we want to keep as much headspace as possible. So yes, this whole wall's got to come down. These 2 walls, obviously this wall here, that wall there, and then over here, sorry for the mess too. This is an active family area. This is my wife's art studio, but it's actually just a closet. But all this, everything you're looking at here is just completely uninsulated. So when we take this down, I believe there's like a little bit of old tongue and groove on, and then that's it, nothing. So we're losing heat and air conditioning like crazy. Yeah, we want to go ahead and all this coming down, and getting done the proper way. So we may actually take this wall down here as well and just actually open this area up and perhaps build a closet right here out of this space, just to give us some more space here. Kind of a nice long area to be used as a bedroom in the future. So that's just a quick tour of the attic. And today what we're going to be doing is we're just going to get the wood paneling. We're going to get it reinstalled here on this front side wall. Probably fast forward this, put it in some time lapse for you. And yeah, here we go.